This is severe weather coverage for East Alabama and West Georgia on Dr. Don's Weather. This coverage is powered by Southern Union State Community College, Alpha Insurance agent Jamie Dukas, and the East Alabama Bee Company, and brought to you in part by Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Genesis Way Clinic in Roanoke, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, Auction 431 South, Town of Wadley, and Bama Diesel Repair. Now, from the Dr. Don Studios, in the Alpha Weather Center, here is Dr. Don.
Good afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. It is Sunday, July 2nd, 2023. We're coming up on 4:07 p.m. on the central side of the time zone, 5:07 over on the eastern side. And we have got some big thunderstorms now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued for northern Randolph County and for southern Cleburne County. This is going to be for a severe thunderstorm just to the east of Delta, up in the extreme northwestern corner of Randolph County. This is going to be up there around Pine Tucky, just north of Foster's Crossroads, and it's going to be moving to the east-northeast. So Morrison's Crossroads, you're awfully close to it. Foster's Crossroads, just north of Newell, just north of Pine Hill. It's coming right across Highway 431 up there in the extreme northern reaches of Randolph County, and it's going to be moving. The core of the storm is going to be moving up into southern Cleburne, up there around Hightower. It will cross Highway 46 up there close to Ranburne. There's the Ranburne football stadium. We also have a heavy core now over in Carroll County, just west of Bowden. Do we have? No, we do not have a severe thunderstorm warning in Carroll County yet, but that may happen at any moment. These storms have just really started popping in the last 5 minutes or so. So we have a 70% chance of hail on that storm just to the southwest of Bowden. And then back here in Randolph County, we've got a 100% chance of hail right there across 431. And a 60% chance that it is of the severe size, which would be about golf ball-sized hail. So that's pretty good sized hail up there at extreme northwest Randolph County. When I zoom back in, you can see very clearly where the hail cores are. It's going to be the pinks, the purples, the blues, and the black. Those little black shaded areas inside the blue is where the absolute heaviest hail is taking place. So right there along the Randolph County, Cleburne County line is where that hail is at the moment. So primary threats from this severe thunderstorm is going to be damaging straight line winds and hail. Let me get the text of this warning up, and I'll just read it to you. The National Weather Service in Birmingham has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Randolph County and east central Alabama, southeastern Cleburne County and east central Alabama, and extreme northeastern Clay. And I can tell you, Clay, this is leaving Clay County very quickly. But anyway, the warning is in effect until 5 p.m., so we got about 50 more minutes to go on this warning. This is for a severe thunderstorm located about 12 miles north of Lake Wedowee, moving to the northeast at 15 miles per hour. The hazard with this storm is 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail. So about 1 inch to about 1 1/4 inch sized hail. Our radar algorithm is telling us about 1.5 inches, which is about ping pong ball size. But the Weather Service is saying about 1 inch, which is quarter sized. Either way, pretty good sized hail up here in extreme northeast Randolph County. Let me zoom back out, and you can see what I'm talking about there, Clay. This thing is rapidly moving out of Clay County. So you folks over there in Delta, you dealt with it for just a few moments, but now it's pulling away to the northeast. We do have another thunderstorm cell that is developing south of this one. This is going to be down across Lake Wedowee from R.L. Harris Reservoir, from the dam down there north, back up to Highway 48, and then from about Flat Rock all the way back over to just west of downtown Wedowee. We have a heavy thunderstorm there. The marker's telling us a 60% chance of hail. There's right now, the hail is about marble sized, and a very small area of hail there. Zooming back out, to kind of give you a look at the overall picture, we have big storms now developing up there around Hackneyville in the extreme northwest part of Tallapoosa County, extreme southeastern Clay. You folks down here in the mountain community, Daviston, New Site, Wadley, Corinth, you're probably going to get some stuff out of this one. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued in southern Talladega County. And this is going to be for a severe thunderstorm close to Sylacauga. We'll zoom in on that one. Moving into downtown Sylacauga as we speak. So we have a couple of different hail markers on this one also. To the west-northwest of Sylacauga, there's scattered spots all throughout this storm where we probably have hail taking place. It stretches up Highway 21 from Sylacauga all the way to Winterboro. Yeah, that's a pretty mean-looking storm there as well. So 110 lightning strikes on this storm down here in Talladega County. Let's go back up here to the northern Randolph County storm. And 50 strikes in the last 3 minutes on this one. Let me turn on some road names for you on this Randolph County storm. Some locations where we have some hail occurring. County Road 204. County Road 233. County Road 4316, County Road 19, County Road 540. These are, of course, Highway 431, County Road 203, and there's U.S. Highway 431. If I've called out the name of your road, you've got hail either in the area or about to take place in that particular area. Now, let's go over here to the Bowden storm. And there's Highway 100 that runs from Bucktown back up to Bowden. And then Highway 166 that runs from Bowden back over to Ranburne. And this hail core is going to be kind of between those two. Sandy Flat Road, Watts Road, Brickyard Road, Cumbie Road, Ayers Road, and again, that is 100 right there. So there are your areas over on the Bowden storm where we may have some hail taking place at this hour. Going back down to the Lake Wedowee storm. Creek Trail, Sugarberry Lane, County Road 897, County Road 888. I know we've got rain covering a large area down there, but those are the particular points where we may have hail taking place right now. switch to a different product right quick. Again, the hail marker in that northern Randolph storm giving us a 100% chance of hail, giving us about a 60% chance that we have quarter-sized hail in this particular storm. I think this stays north of Wedowee. Certainly, it may stay north of Fuller's Crossroads. Newell, it's going to be a close call for you. Let me just put it in motion, and you can kind of get a idea for the way it's moving, and you'll see that it's moving to the northeast. And this storm down here on Lake Wedowee, we've got a brand new warning just in. This is going to be on the Carroll County storm. And so the National Weather Service at Peachtree City now is issuing a severe thunderstorm warning for Carroll County. Severe thunderstorm warning for south central Haralson County and for southwestern Carroll County until 6 p.m. At 5:15 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Trickham or 12 miles southeast of Heflin, moving to the east at 40 miles per hour. And that's going to be this stuff coming out of Randolph, though it's already storming over in Bowden. All this stuff back over in extreme northern Randolph is coming right at you. The greatest threat with this storm is 60 mile per hour wind gust as it moves to the northeast. Still showing that pretty strong hail core down there about Pine Tucky. Look and see if we can see some wind here. Yeah, we do. I mean, this is a broad rotation with this thunderstorm. All thunderstorms rotate. They wouldn't be a thunderstorm. So we do have some pretty good rotation taking place there in this storm to the northeast of Pine Tucky. So let's look at a couple of roads right here. This is in Cleburne County, County Road 10. In Randolph County, County Road 425, County Road 25, County Road 615. Those are roads that are in the area of where this storm is at its strongest. I mean, we've got a pretty nasty thunderstorm here all over this entire area, but those roads that I just called out is where it seems to be at its strongest. And we'll go back to level 2, and we'll put some times on here. Ranburne at about 4:55. The strongest part of the storm will be in Ranburne around 4:55. Hightower around 4:46. I'll be right there at the Ranburne Stadium at about 4:57. Go back into the Sylacauga storm. It'll take just a second for the graphics to load here. There we go. Here are some times on the Sylacauga storm. Probably looking at Millerville around 5:20. About an hour from now. These things just aren't moving very fast today. Yeah, Newell, I see you up there. We're watching you. Going back up there to that storm in just a few moments. Heavy storm now from Hackneyville all the way back down to Alexander City, up there around Goldville, back over to Daviston. I'm really kind of surprised they have not issued a warning on this Lake Wedowee storm. This is coming up from the south, just below the one that they have warned for. But this storm's blowing up pretty good down here, near Wedowee and back down to just north of Malone. Yeah, nothing happening down here at Roanoke at the moment. You got this storm back off to your southwest down to Alexander City we're going to be keeping an eye on. So everybody really from about Rockstand down to Roanoke, even down to about 5 Points, need to be paying attention to this cluster back over here in northwest Tallapoosa County. That would be the one that you would need to watch. This stuff up here around Wedowee is going northeast, and the one up in the extreme northern Randolph County and southern Cleburne County is going northeast as well. And this stuff in Tallapoosa is going northeast. So that's where your storm would come from, Roanoke, if you're watching the radar this afternoon. And then, of course, this stuff back over in Talladega that's about to move into Clay. We'll watch and see if they extend that warning into Clay County. If they're going to, would happen here in just a few moments. Fort Payne, Alabama, up there at home of Bama Jam, June Jam. You got storms up there. This stuff we're looking at down here in East Alabama won't make it up there, but you do have storms up there in Northeast Alabama, all around Fort Payne. There's Rainsville, there's Fort Payne. Pretty good storms. Matter of fact, you've got a special weather statement up there for that storm coming at you from Geraldine, just north of you, or just west of you. All right, we got a new warning for Coosa. And this is going to be for that storm in western Coosa County. It hasn't populated on the map just yet, but that's where it will be, right there. New severe thunderstorm warning just coming out for northwestern Coosa County. In east central Alabama, strong thunderstorm. Radar tracking a strong thunderstorm over Unity or near Weguffka, moving to the east at 10 miles per hour. See, that's the problem, folks. These storms are just drifting more than anything. They're just moving very slow. So they're dumping a ton of water, and, we're talking rain rates of up to 2 inches an hour in some of these storms, and that's going to cause some flash flooding issues. And here comes the extension on the severe thunderstorm watch. And it does include the following counties of east central Alabama. It includes Clay, Randolph, Coosa, Tallapoosa, Chambers, and Elmore. If you were watching us about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, we told you we felt like that was going to happen. Well, it has. And that'll populate here in just a minute. But the National Weather Service has now added Clay, Randolph, Chambers, Tallapoosa, Coosa, and Elmore counties of, or Coosa County. Yeah, Elmore's part of it. That's correct. To that severe thunderstorm watch, which is in effect until 8 p.m. this evening.
You're watching severe weather coverage for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. This coverage is powered by Southern Union State Community College, Alpha Insurance agent Jamie Dukas, and the East Alabama Bee Company. Brought to you in part by Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Genesis Way Clinic in Roanoke, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, Auction 431 South, Town of Wadley, and Bama Diesel Repair. Dr. Don is currently on break. Turn shortly. Please like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and consider supporting us by clicking on the donate button at drdonwx.com. That's drdonwx.com. You're watching severe weather coverage for East Alabama and West Georgia from.
Okay, so we got severe weather coverage ongoing here. It is coming up on 4:29 Central Time on your Sunday, July 2nd, 2023. Couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out there for you. In Randolph County, southern or southeastern Cleburne. That storm's headed for Carroll County. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning down here in southern Talladega County. That is headed for Clay. And we have a new severe thunderstorm watch, I should say, that's now in effect for Clay, Randolph, Coosa, Tallapoosa, Chambers, and Elmore. We got a new severe thunderstorm. This is a severe thunderstorm warning now for Clay County. That's going to be for this storm that's over Sylacauga, about to move into southern Clay. So we'll watch together. We'll see that box pop up here in just a few moments. That's a new severe thunderstorm warning coming out now for Clay County of East Alabama. Let me read the verbiage to you here. Severe thunderstorm warning for south central Talladega, northern Coosa, and southwestern Clay County for east central Alabama. Until 5:15 p.m. at 4:29, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Sylacauga to Weguffca, moving to the east at 15 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail will be the main threat for this storm. And there we go. In that last loop, we saw that new warning populate. We'll bring it current. There you go. And we're getting a new warning now. Let's see who this is for. This is going to be a new severe thunderstorm warning for Randolph County in east central Alabama. Let's go back over to Randolph, and it's going to probably be for this storm that's forming to the south of the first one, if I had to guess, and I would be correct. Severe thunderstorm warning for central Randolph County in east central Alabama until 5:30 at 4:31. A severe thunderstorm was located over Wedowee, moving to the east at 15 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gust, and quarter-sized hail with this particular storm. So two brand new severe thunderstorm warnings coming in now. It'll take just a minute for it to show up on the map here. But severe thunderstorm warning for the northern part, there it goes, for the northern part of Randolph County, and now for the central portions of Randolph County. You folks down here in Roanoke, this does not include you. It does not include Wadley, Dickert, Roanoke, Rock Mills. You're all clear. It's going to be from about Needham's Hill north in Randolph County, and then over here on the eastern side of the county as well, because the storm is moving off to the east. But we're showing hail there, about a 100% chance of hail, about 1 inch in diameter, about to move into the Wedowee area. And then we still have that hail core showing up there around Ranburne, up in Cleburne County, and then some hail also most likely up there just north of Newell in Randolph County as well. Now, this warning has also been extended over into Carroll County for places like Bowden, Mount Zion, Carrollton, Abilene, High Point. This storm is moving in your general direction, probably going to be more of a Bowden impact, and maybe Carrollton if it holds together. Heard County, you're probably going to catch a severe thunderstorm warning in the next 15 to 20 minutes for the northern part of your county. That's going to be for this storm coming out of Wedowee. And then we'll go back down into Tallapoosa. We've got a couple of areas to watch there. One just north of Jackson Gap. Between Eagle Creek and Alexander City, and then another area up there around Hackneyville, and then one trying to form there around Daviston. You folks in the southern half of Randolph, these would be the storms you would need to pay attention to over here in Tallapoosa County, because those will be moving in your general area. Okay. And then we have that severe thunderstorm warning for northern Coosa County for that storm that's near Weguffka up to around Stewartville. Hanover heads up for you. Anywhere on 280 from Alexander City all the way back up past Sylacauga. A bad ride this afternoon. And the warning extends on into Clay County now for the storm, portion of the storm coming out of the Sylacauga area that's moving very slowly to the east for Brownsville, Millerville. It's going to be a close call for Ashland on this one. We'll see. Mountain communities certainly need to keep an eye on this storm as it heads off to the east. So zooming back out, and I'm going to put it in, let me give a wide view here. We got some stuff happening up here. North of Atlanta. I just want to take a peek at that right quick. That's going to be up 400. And then up here in my neck of the woods, let's see. Let's switch to Atlanta right quick. I need to see. I got to keep up with what's going on up here too, folks. All right, that's going to be a new Talladega County storm. Okay, stand by. I'm going to have to restart here. The radar back up, and I want to go take a look at this stuff up. Okay, all right, I see what they're doing. They've issued a special weather statement for Hall County, which is pretty close to where I'm at, but it's going to be for this stuff down here north of Atlanta. So Calhoun, yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm warning there. Dalton, it's getting pretty ugly off to the west of my location. So I may not be able to hang in here with you all afternoon. We'll see. This is slowly beginning to look like the same type setup we had yesterday. But let's go back down to the Randolph County storm. And I'm just telling you, folks, there's most likely some flash flooding taking place up here around Pine Hill, north of Newell, all the way back over toward Bucktown. That is raining at the rate of about 2 inches per hour. There's some pretty significant rainfall taking place. A couple of things I want to look at. I want to look at the... yeah, I don't see anything there. All right, now. You see that red? The red area there just west of Wedowee. Then the tan and yellow area, that's where the heaviest rainfall is taking place. And that's rain at about 2 to 3 inches per hour. So between those two storms up there in Ranburne and down in Randolph County, no question the heaviest rain is out there on 48 just west of downtown Wedowee. Wow, look at that. This is the Weguffka storm. And we've got some serious rainfall taking place right there, too. That's just to the southwest of Weguffka. That's the vertical liquid product we're looking at there. The VIL, or vertically integrated liquid, which shows you how proficient the storm is in creating rain. And those red spots, look at that. Look at that just south of Wedowee. I promise you it's hard to see your hand in front of your face. Just south of Wedowee. County Road 15, Dam Road, County Road 809, Mill Street, 4th Street. These are all locations in the middle of this very heavy rainfall that's taking place there just south. I mean, it's raining real hard in downtown Wedowee, but as hard as it's raining in Wedowee, it's raining harder down 431 South down to about Midway, and then back to the southwest down County Road 15, County Road 33. Well, maybe not quite down to County Road 33 just yet, but that is some very heavy rainfall there just south of Wedowee. All right, let me go back over here to the chat room. Not much happening in the chat room. You guys, let me know where you're watching from. Yes, that Lake Wedowee storm is right over on top of downtown Wedowee at the moment. Ranburne, you're getting hammered up there. You got a heavy storm right on top of you. That's a severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like the only hail core I still see is just a little bit southeast of Ranburne. Understand, Doppler radar typically runs anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes behind, so this hail core, which is just south of Ranburne, is probably over in Georgia or crossing over the Georgia state line, just north of Bucktown up there. But yeah, you got very heavy rainfall taking place there in Ranburne. in Ranburne. That's going to continue probably for another 20, 30 minutes or so. These storms are very slow moving. Highway 100, not a good ride. Highway 166, Highway 46, not a good ride. Anywhere in southeastern Cleburne County, western Carroll, northern and northeastern Randolph. Not a good afternoon to be out taking your Sunday afternoon stroll. And then this storm down here around Wedowee. I mean, it is some kind of raining in Wedowee and back out Highway 48. I mean, just pick your spot. It is pouring. Yes, there probably is hail in Wedowee. All those purples that you see there on the screen, those are indications. That's the computer telling us, the algorithm telling us that that's the most dense liquid, or it may not be liquid, it may be frozen. Those are the areas where we're getting the most return back from the radar signal that's being transmitted out. So that's the most dense area of the storm, which is telling us that's where the hail's at. So yes, I believe there is hail in this storm moving into Wedowee. Ray Wiggins tells us that we've got hail in Graham also. Alex is watching us from Woodland this afternoon. Panama City Beach, Florida in the house. Hey, Mike. Paula is watching us from 5 Points. And Trailer's watching us in Tin Shop. So is Christy. The Cannings are watching from Woodland. Thanks for all of your help protecting us. Well, you're more than welcome. Thank you for joining us. Frank Raspberry is watching us from Malone. Big question mark from Brittany about Roxanne. Michael watching us down in Valley. Is there more hail this year than usual? No. This is, we go through cycles. We'll go 2 or 3 years. We won't have much in the way of severe weather. Then we'll have a very active severe weather season. It'll last right on into the summertime sometimes. And, that's not the norm, but it's not completely out of the norm either. So, no, I don't think we're having more hailstorms than we typically do. Let's see. What was the question? Oh, Roxanne. That's where I was going. Sorry, I got distracted. All right, so here's Roxanne down here on 431 just north of Roanoke. And the storm, the heavy part of this storm is about 4 miles north of you. And it's moving northeast. So, Roxanne, you're not going to see much out of this one. I mean, you could catch a little bit of the southwest flank of this storm, but odds are you're not going to get much from it. So from about Roxanne south, what you guys have got to be looking for is this stuff down here in Tallapoosa. But look, it hasn't moved. I mean, this stuff is just sitting here. It's just not moving very fast at all. And none of the storms are this afternoon. I mean, 10 to 15 miles per hour at best. Slow movers. Angie's watching us from Harmony Point RV Park in Lineville. Good to have you, Angie. Leanne's watching us from Potash Ridge. Michael Long. Thank you, Michael. Jackson's Gap. There's Deanne Hall. Tanetta Zachary's watching us over in Wadley. Is it going to hail in Lafayette? That's a $64 million question. I wish I could answer that for you, Mike. I can tell you that there's a good chance you could see some strong thunderstorms, and it's possible it could hail down there, but no way of knowing for sure exactly where it's going to hail until it develops. Cindy Baines watching us over in Coldwater. And Wanda Nation is listening to us from Woodland, Alabama this afternoon. Leslie's watching us from Noonan. There's Jimmy Scroggins from the big metropolis of Hughley, Alabama. Hey, Bradley Canning wanted to extend a hello from Texas. Come on, Texas. We're ready for y'all in the Southeastern Conference. Let's get with it. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Mike. So once again, in case you're just joining us, we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out there. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for central Randolph County. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for northeast Randolph County. These are two totally separate storms. They've kind of merged into one storm, though, so we'll just say that severe thunderstorm warning for central and northeastern Randolph County. And that's going to be in effect until 5:30. So we have about 40 more minutes on this severe thunderstorm warning for north and central Randolph. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning over here in southern Talladega, southwestern Clay, and northern Coosa. Nasty-looking storm down there moving to the east, heads up southern half of Clay. Ashland, I think this stays just a shade bit south of you. It's going to certainly get Alexander City, probably all the way down to about Lake Martin, down there around Kalijah. From Kalijah up to around Ashland, I think, is where we're going to see the bulk of this storm move through. Probably, if this thing's only moving 10 to 15 miles per hour, so it's going to take a minute for it to move off to the east. Now, I know everybody over here in Chambers is going, are we going to get some of that? Yeah, I can't tell you. If it holds together, yes, you will, but it's got a long way to go to get over there because it's moving so slow. A lot of things can happen over the next couple of hours, and that's about how long it would take for it to get over there to Lafayette. So we'll just have to watch it and see what happens here. I'm going to switch back to Birmingham. Gail's watching us from Tyus, Georgia. We're having some stuff this afternoon.